Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone is fine today. I am going to be working in my collage journal today, but there's a twist and I've never done anything like this before, so we're going to see how it goes. The last time I was up at the cabin, I went to the little store called the Jenny Wren, and it's like an antique shop, but they have a few other things. They have local craft items there too. Nice stuff, really nice stuff. But Jenny, who owns the store, she has tons of craft supplies and decided to downsize. So she made up these very little cute ephemera packs in baggies. They were super inexpensive, and I picked two up, and I thought, you know, I just love the papers in them. It looks like they're I haven't opened either of them. It looks like they're scrapbook papers. I'm not sure if this is a fussy cut or a sticker, but it looks like mostly it's scrapbook paper. So this one has the rose, and then it's got, this looks like book page actually. And this one's got a vintage playing card with a deer on it. Anyway, I'm going to make a collage with one of these, and I think I'm actually going to use this one here because I just think this little girl is adorable. So we're going to use this one, and I will allow myself to use whatever else is on my desk, but mainly I want to go ahead and see what I can do with this. And when I say what's on my desk, I have ink and well, glue, obviously. I have my watercolor crayons, and just some very small tidbits of, you know, my little bins and stuff that I go through, but I may not even use those because I want to use up this stuff instead of just creating more scraps. So let's see what we've got here. We've got some blues going on here. These, oh, this is not a sticker. This is a cardboard die cut. So we've got some blue things going on here. This is paper, and it looks like, you know, it's a piece of scrapbook paper that has different documents on it. So I've got a couple sheets of that. I've got a piece of book page about flowers, and this says orange lilies. I've got this piece of yellow orangey paper. I've got some purpley papers, a piece of green, and then this is scrapbook paper, and it looks like a tree bark. And then this, is this two different colors? No, I don't think so. It's just a piece of yellowish paper here. So looking at these colors here, I'm thinking I'm probably going to, let's see, she's got blue behind her, but I can fussy cut her. I'm not really into the purples and maroons, so I'm gonna kind of move those out of the way right away. And I'm not really into this bright yellow for this project either. See, these blues and greens go well together because this die cut thing has blue and green, and it has white, so we could do something with the text, and then the blue and the green do something. So then it's just a question of, am I going to introduce any of, what is this one back here? Okay, the wood. We've got the wood one and this, and then some of these. Okay, let's find a page to work on in this book, and then we're going to see what we can do here. I'm not timing myself because my brain will totally shut down if I try to give myself a time limit. Let's see, where do I want to work on this? Here, let's just use this right here. This is, okay, this is the inside of the last, yeah, the last signatures. There's three signatures in this book. Let me just see if I can grab a clip here and just pull this down a little bit so it doesn't flop open, and maybe do the same on this side so that you can see. Now, with this book, this collage book that I did, I have a video on it. I think I have a video where I made it, and then I did go down and put some stuff on the pages to get me started. And, you know, a lot of people do that, even if it's just paint, scraping paint on or something. So on this one, what I have put on is this piece of paper here and this piece of yellowish ledger paper. So this and this strip were already, you know, I had already put that down. So I think this would actually be a good, this might get lost a little bit. So I'm just going to put that to the side, but this might work out okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to have 2 focal points, or, you know, even if I do it as a spread, how am I going to do that? All right, let's go ahead and take something. Let's go this way, I think, with that piece. This yellow piece right here, I don't know if if my camera will show it, but it's actually the same cream that is in her collar. It's like identical. So this would not be a bad piece of paper to use also. I'm just wondering, I don't know how to use 2 focal points in one spread. That's the issue. This needs to be trimmed a little bit, so I'm just going to cut a tiny little, it's just a little bit too long for the page, so I'm just going to cut it down a little bit so it fits this page, because yes, there is the end of the page. And I'm trying not to get a lot of bulk into the spine there, because then you have all kinds of troubles closing it and whatever. I know you all could probably do this in like 2 seconds, put together how this is supposed to go, and I'm probably not going to take 2 seconds. It's probably going to be a little bit more. Let's see here. If I put that there, like that. I'm almost wondering, even though it's blue and it's the same blue as in here, if I shouldn't just fussy cut her out. I think I'm going to. It could be a big mistake, but I think I'm going to really quickly fussy cut her out, because it is the right blue for those flowers. But everything in here is kind of square or squared off. I mean, they're rectangles, but this might help me to see how I'm going to do this composition if she's not in a square. She also does not have her full arms. She's only a part of a picture. And I'm sure Jenny didn't cut it this way. I'm sure whatever she came off, that's the way she was. So I'm going to have to deal with that also. But I think I can. I think I can do this. Let's see here. Okay, so we've got her cut out now. So what I'm thinking, to have 2 focal points, we don't have to have a focal point on each page, and I really don't want to have a focal point on each page. What I'm more thinking about is to put that behind her. Let's see here. If I put that on the edge there, what if I put her on the edge there? That would take care of that one arm. And what if this is trickier than you would think. Maybe if I could put her, just her arm behind those flowers like that, and make them both the focal point. Oh my gosh, this is so difficult. What to do. This video may not ever see the light of day, because this is really difficult. Shoot. All right, let me just get something on. All right, I have to glue something down, so I'm just going to start gluing. And I know that's probably not the best way to start doing this, but something's got to happen. I can't just sit here going, I can't do this, right? Which I could probably do all day. So let's go ahead and try not to overthink this. I really love collage, and I'm watching a bunch of videos from totally different people to see if I can get some tips. And, you know, one thing about watching various people is it helps you decide what you like and what you definitely don't like, right? So I don't know. I don't know. Now, here's another option. I could cut this in pieces. That's something else I could do. Now, that's not so bad. It doesn't really, does it go with that? Iffy. Let's see here. And then I have the wood, but the wood is just so dark and so, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't want to have, I really don't want to have two focal points. You know what? I wonder if I just don't even use her in this spread. And instead use the flowers. Maybe I will do something like that. But then, okay, all right, let's just work on this here. If I do something like that, oh boy. Guys, this is not easy. All right, you know what the problem is? We've got too many edges that are, not torn, you know, that are straight. That's an issue. I don't mind having some straight papers, but I also like to have some torn papers also. Now, that kind of gets lost against that white, so maybe we'll put that on that page. So let's tear this one a little bit. I thought, oh, this is such a cute little ephemera pack. This will be such a fun little project. My blood pressure's going through the roof already. Like I said, not easy, not easy. Especially when you're making a video. I mean, if I wasn't making a video, it would be okay. Or at least not as stressful. Okay, so what if I did something like this? All right, I'm not going to worry about that other page. I'm just going to worry about this page right now. We can do that. Does that bother me? What if I moved that up there and then, now it's upside down. No, it's going to be there. It's going to be there. Okay. All right. And again, I think just this one, I'm going to just do this, tear this side. All right, I'm just getting something down. Good, bad, or ugly. You know, the thing is, it's got to be fun. And if you stress about it, it's not going to be fun. But the other thing is, you know, without me knowing it, I'm probably learning about composition and all that kind of stuff. Was that supposed to go down first? I believe it was. Okay, so let's get this down. You know, learning about composition and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah. I love collage, and I want this to be fun. So, there it is. And my light might go good, bad, because we're having cloud, sun. And it's hard to do the lighting when it's not constant, when the lighting's constantly changing. So let me see. Oh, the top of this page is ripped. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I didn't remember I'd done that, but yep. I think there's probably some ripped pages in here. But I don't want to go off the edge to the next page, which I believe, no, that is the same page. Okay. There we go. All right, so that's that, like that. Now I completely forgot what I was going to do. Was I going to put this here? Well, I am now because it's got glue on it and it has to go down before the glue dries. Okay, so we're going to do that. Then I've got this little thing here. I think that was not going to be on this page. Oh my gosh, what do I do though about having two focal points? You know what, I'm not going to worry about it, I don't think. Okay, first of all, I like my papers to go over, I don't want to say marry them, but to kind of blend with the other papers that are on the page, like all the connecting points. I like to go over them. All right. Yeah, you know, these straight edges really are bothering me. I didn't know that they would, but they really are. So I'm just going to do that, and then, oh, and that's upside down again. I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm just doing this. I am. You can see I am. I'm going to have to deal with the other page, and I don't have a clue. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think I do, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. Hold on. Okay, I got way too much glue on this here. Where's my cloth? There. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this down. I have to just lift this up real quick just to see if it's straight-ish, and it is. Let me go ahead and put that down like that. Okay. Now, I'd never throw away these little pieces because they are going to come into play in a little bit. Now, here's the thing. You know what? What really bothers me about her is that her little arms are sticking out. So, you know what? I'm cutting her arms off, and that could be a big mistake. I think I like her actually better with no arms. And I know that seems really weird to have done that, but I think I actually like her better with no arms than just the half arms. Now I'm going to decide, is it this one or this one that should be on this page? I think this one. Okay, so we're going to go with this one here. Oops. And this, like I said, this is actually chipboard. I thought it was a sticker, but it needs the heavy glue. And it's got a lot of frilly little edges here. So I'm sorry, you're going to have to just be patient while I get this down here. Okay. Alrighty, so let's get these flowers down, stem down that way. So now I have it so that this is also touching this piece, and this piece. It's bridging those three pieces, okay? So we've got that. Now with these other little pieces here, we can always use them to, you know, decorate other areas of the collage. Like, you know, I'm just putting these here, but maybe, oops, something like that, you know, to put that color in. But let's go ahead and do this page. Now, I said I'm going to do something. I remember watching a video by B.B. Henry. And if you like collage and you like slow stitching and stuff, she's very interesting to watch. B.B. Henry is the name of her channel. And she does, when she does her collage, she always says you don't have to carry, like you can have one page that is more fussy and then just carry the colors over to the other page. So there's some cohesion between the two pages, but both are not fussy. Like both don't need to have a focal point or whatever. And I just remembered that. So I'm not going to really worry. I'm not even going to use her in this one. And she's actually why I bought that particular ephemera pack. I'll use her in another project. I'll make her into a paper doll is what I'll do. And I'll give her arms. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead then and try to carry some of the colors from this side over to this side also. Now, I didn't use any of this on this side, so I don't think I'm going to put it on that side. This piece of graph paper does go to both sides, like is on both sides too, so that's kind of a little bridge right there. So let's go ahead and use some of these little scraps that I have here and put some, I need every single one of them here, and put some color, get the colors going to both sides. So let's use this little yellow one. Now these tiny little ones, if I don't use them on this particular spread, they are going in the trash. I am not saving teeny tiny little pieces anymore. I just don't need to. I've got so much stuff I need to use up. So I'm going to put this here. It's not the same paper as that, but it is the same color, but I'm really trying to pull that color over here. So do that. And then, so then let's get some of the things from this side over there, which would be this green paper. But let's do more than just one strip of green paper. So we're going to put a strip of green paper down first. Oh, you know what? I don't need that heavy glue. This paper is thin enough that I could probably just use glue stick. So I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of green over here, like that. And then this is a piece, here's a small piece that has this texty stuff on it. Let's go ahead and put that one up there. If you can hear some funny little sound also in the background, that is Holly. She's barking. She makes this little woofing noise when she wants something. She thinks it's dinner time, but it is not even relatively close. So she thinks whenever she wakes up from her nap, whatever time that is time to eat, and it's certainly not. Do I want to put that there? No. Now I've got this just like a little small piece I could put somewhere to add some color. Why don't we put something like that there just to brighten up that dark spot? All right. It's got a couple torn edges and a couple straight edges. Okay, so let's do like that. You know, and these journals, our journals that we make for ourselves are just that. They're journals for us to make for ourselves. They're journals for us to have fun in. They're journals for us to learn things in. You know, they're not, we shouldn't be doing this to think that everything we're going to do is going to be making great art, because most likely it's not, right? But if you have fun and you're learning, so on and so forth, then, you know, that's the point, right? I don't think I'm going to put that there. I think I'm going to leave that there. But what if I put another strip of green over here? Maybe I'll do that. Just to kind of break up this. It is, even though the paper itself is kind of broken up, to add another color, I think will help to do something like this. Okay. Okay, like that. All right, so that is, I'm not going to be using anything else. I think that's going to be the main collage, even though we have this white, we do have this big white area there with no white anywhere else. I'm wondering if I should introduce some white. Let's see. If I should introduce some white somewhere else. I don't want it to get too fussy either, though. You know what? I'm not. I'm just going to leave that. Maybe what I'll do, I know what I'll do. Let's get out the watercolor crayons and see if I can find a color. I'm not sure if that's going to be it. One of the blues or something, and maybe just do a little bit of coloring with it. Let's see here. I'm kind of almost thinking it's going to be this green here. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe this green here. Great, I don't have any water here, so I'm just going to have to draw, and then I will, nope, that's not even the right green. That is totally not the right green. I can see that already. So we need to get some other color on there quick. This isn't the right green either. All right, I'm going to have to do some blending of colors and get some water, which, like I said, I don't have here, but I can do that later. So I'm just going to do a little bit of coloring with the watercolor crayons just to get a little more color. Let's get some over here maybe. And if these two greens don't blend together well when I use the water on them, I'm sorry I don't have water here. That was bad planning on my part. I didn't know I was actually going to be using them. So if these colors don't work right, then what I will do is add a little bit of one of these blues, like maybe this one, to it. So anyway, I used up a lot. Now I do have some of these little scraps left. And then of course I have where I cut the girl out. These I am allowing myself to throw out because I do have so much more. I mean, I still have other pieces from this whole set here. And there's some more bigger pieces under here. And the little girl and this piece. So from one paper pack, I mean, I used some, but I still have all of that left. So I am allowing myself to throw the tiny minutia away. So I might go back later on sometime and put a sentiment on here or a quote on one page or something like that. And I'm definitely going to get some water and blend in where I used my watercolor crayons. But anyway, so that's the spread right here, and I'm good with it. I like it, and like I said, I'm trying to learn how to do collage and balance colors and everything if you're going into a 2-page spread like that. So that's it. So guys, that was super fun. Everyone can't go out and buy a little baggie full of whatnots that aren't theirs, you know, that you're not used to. This is not anything that I had in my own stash, but you can make some up of your own and make up some little ephemera packs and for yourself, or trade them with friends and just make up a whole bunch. And then if you feel like doing a collage, just pull one and challenge yourself to make something out of what is just in that bag. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And as always, till the next video, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.